right, y'all. We are out here on a beautiful, beautiful Monday evening. We're gonna come out here and check on the garden. Hope everybody had a great weekend and you're ready for the work week like I am. The freaking bougainvillea. I gotta turn y'all around. Look at these bougainvilleas. I can't get over it. They're so amazing looking right now. I actually saw some leaf cutter bees that were over here the other day, and they were actually going and cutting the bracts of the bougainvillea and making their little leaf cutter homes. It's a little windy, but it's a beautiful afternoon. Let's get the sprinklers going. Let's get the sprinklers going out here and get this garden watered. Open the water hose, and we're gonna go ahead and open this side up. Get the sprinklers going. I don't know if y'all can see the plumerias are looking a little rough right now. It has been very, very hot. We got some little ones over here that I started from seed earlier this spring. Let's go check them out. Right here you can see these bougainvillea these plumerias that I started from seed. They're doing pretty well. Some of them died back, but most of them are doing really, really well. I gave them some fertilizer a while back, and some of them took to it. Some of them didn't, but you can see this one is probably about a foot tall. And here's some other plumeria seedlings that I got going on right here. This is actually one that broke off of another one in my backyard, and it is not looking so hot. Not looking so great, actually. And then here's one that actually I might have actually kind of stole this cutting. I was at a bar and they had this plumeria in the ground, and I was just getting into plumerias, and I might have snatched a cutting off of one of them. And look at that cutting, it's doing really well. And plumerias are super easy to start from cuttings. But yeah, everything's doing really well. So you can see I've got a line coming this way to this side of the yard, and it goes from here up into this line, and then there's a micro sprinkler system that runs throughout this half of the yard all the way to probably right there in the middle. And then over here I actually have a T where I can cross it off, and I actually have to hand water some of this stuff. This is the only small part of the yard that I gotta hand water, besides the middle of the yard over there. But this isn't so bad. It has been kind of aggravating having to water all summer long, but I'm lucky because I'm not in a restricted area where I can't water. Some people are, in areas. Hey, Duke. Say hi, Duke. Some people are in some areas where they're not even allowed to water, but maybe once or twice a week. And if that was the case for me, I would be in trouble. Check out these are these mallows that I got from my friend. My friend Cassie went to this place near her house that they specialize in wetland conservation, and they have a sale like once a month, and they do these swamp mallows, and she got me one of each variety. So they were already like 3 foot tall. I went ahead and trellised them up, kind of staked them up a little bit to give them a little bit of an advantage from not snapping in half. I'm sure if you wanted to, you could probably snap it up. You probably cut it off at the base and propagate the top in a couple of different cuttings. But I want to let these get kind of big, and apparently they're supposed to do really well in marshy environments. The substrate they're growing in is basically mud. I drove by the place actually on the way home from picking these up, and the place where they're at, they have a ton of these out front, and they have this cement pad that has like a 6-inch lip, and the whole thing is flooded. Very interesting. So like they basically have this like kind of a little parking space that's like got a 6-inch lip, and it's totally filled with water, and they're just sitting in there. I guess I don't know if they're there all the time, and that's like a good way to keep your stuff watered when you're not there all the time, or if that's just the environment that those are used to. If y'all know anything about swamp mallow or rose mallow, let me know down in the comment section. I'd really like to learn more. This is my first time growing them, but I'm assuming that they do really well in the swamp. And I don't think all three of them are native to Texas, but I think they're all native to North America. I know at least one or two of them are native to Texas, and that's kind of important nowadays with this hot, dry weather we've been getting and these freezes we've been getting in the winter. It's a good idea to go ahead and start moving into plants that are native from your area, because you know they'll survive. Like this Texas sage right here. I got a Texas sage. I actually picked this up from my buddy Jerome from the Bonsai Supply. We're actually going to turn this Texas sage into a bonsai tree whenever he's not so busy. He's been super busy lately. These beautiful peach hibiscuses. I love this peach hibiscus. It's beautiful. This was actually my Lone Star hibiscus, a native. And when the possum was over here, my dog jumped up on the fence and snapped it in half. So I cut it down at the base, and it's recovering really nicely. These were my shrimp plants that died out. Not making it. And here's my leafcutter bees. Leafcutter bees, I think I just saw one. There are a couple left, but as you can tell, I've been putting cinnamon because the fire ants were coming in and eating the cocoons. They were eating all of the larvae inside the cocoons, and only some of them hatched, not all of them hatched. And then I had lizards camping out up right here and right here, and as soon as they'd fly out, the lizards would snatch them. So I think I have one or two, even though I've been seeing them fly around a little bit. Get some pork. Can you get some pork? Are you good? We had my wife made pulled pork, and so my dog gets a treat. He got a big old pork bone the other night. So we got the sprinkler going on this side. Check out the Snow Queen hibiscus. These are just gorgeous. These Snow Queen hibiscus. Oh my goodness. I'm going to look at this. Look how well it's doing. I got this from Bellflower in the spring, and I'm going to propagate this guy like crazy. I mean, look at those beautiful flowers. It's incredible. Everything is doing really well despite it being this hot and dry. Even the squash that I started from seed a couple weeks ago is already getting rather large. This is a yellow squash. You can see this heat is just doing a number on my squash. That's a different variety. And then you got an 8-ball squash right there. Wow. Check out that 8-ball squash. I'm excited to see how that one does. I love 8-ball squash. And then of course my Vitex. Vitex is just covered in bees right now. They're just all over the place. See if we got any cucumbers. Oh, check it out. Leaf-footed bugs. Who here has dealt with leaf-footed bugs? I hate these guys. We will be using some spray soon to get rid of these guys. I usually use neem oil. Insecticidal soap will help with those as well, or some pyrethrin. Oops. And you can actually see we're going to get our second round of figs soon. This is the LSU Gold, and we got some little figlets coming in. Most varieties of figs will produce 2 crops of figs every single year. So it's a good sign that we're getting our second crop. We got our early spring crop, which is called the Breba crop. And then we actually have a second round, the fall crop, which is actually a more high quality crop in my opinion. Right here, you can see, well, I'll tell y'all right now. So the possum that we caught the other night doesn't match the picture of the one I took. When the possum I caught the other morning doesn't match the description of the picture that I took that night, the night before. So I don't think we caught the right possum. So we have the trap set again to relocate another possum, if there is in fact another possum. I don't know that there is for sure, but it sure looks like we have more than one possum. Oh, check it out. Turn y'all around. We just planted squash about, God, less than a week ago. Look at this guy. He's already coming up. We got one coming up here. Let's see. Oh, we got one over here. This is the patty pan. It's the patty pan squash. We got one there. One there. That's 3. And then we got, this is number 3 right here. So we have 3 coming up. Wow. That is awesome. We're going to have some fall squash. Awesome. Sometimes you got, well, I'm not going to get too excited. Sometimes they'll come up like that, and then shortly afterwards they will die back from this heat. I got a feeling it's going to cool down some soon. God, it's just been so hot and dry. I can take the hot, I can take the hot, I can take the dry. But when it's hot and dry for like 3 months straight, it's enough to drive you freaking crazy. Hey, check it out. Got a little orange tomato. Little orange tomato. I got more leaf than tomato on that one. This is the, that one was not great. Yeah. I kind of tasted like I shouldn't have ate it. Yeah. Man. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's a little harsh. Like I said, I still got some tomatoes going. Mostly peppers. And then we'll start those fall veggies soon. I think I got another tomato right here. Got another tomato right here. I'll probably wait and pick it tomorrow. I like to pick them, yeah, I'll leave it. I typically pick them pretty early. They start to turn pink. I would probably pick that one usually, but the top is very green. So I don't know. I'm not going to leave it. But usually I pick them when they're starting to turn pink, and I take them and I put them on the windowsill and let them ripen up there. Just because I have mockingbird problems. Who else has mockingbird problems? I don't have squirrels. I got a possum. I have an opossum occasionally, but it's mostly mockingbirds that cause me trouble. Mostly. See my calamundins. My calamundin tree that I got in this beautiful rolling Vigo planter. You can see I got some fruit coming in. These will ripen up pretty quick. Got a couple of them here. Couple little calamundins. But yeah. Fall is just around the corner. We are already looking at some cooler weather this week. I have a big, the Montgomery County Outdoor Living Show is this weekend. I'll be there on Sunday. So looking forward to that. But for now, I'm going to get ready, get busy watering, and I'll holler at y'all later. Have a good week, guys.